Okay, I beat Janet here. uh, give it a couple minutes. Got art supplies, books, things to do. Papers over here kind of blocking the light. There we go. Hi, Dawn P. Good morning. How you doing? Hi, Mark. How you doing? It's been a while. Good to see you. I got here, Janet, and I said I beat Janet here. Hi, Laverne. Let's see. Kristen, Kat, Missy, Terry, Arlene, Joanne, Keisha B. Who else am I missing? Thanks everybody for being here. I'm get some of my lemon water. Green, good day. Good day from down under, Green. Oh my goodness. Good. I'm alive and kicking. Good. Well, it's good to see you, Mark. It's been a while. I wish you'd get back to streaming or at least making some videos. Christine. Who else? Jennifer. I take a few minutes to say good morning to everybody at the beginning. Zen Jen. If I miss you, I don't mean to. If you're talking to me, put it in caps. Make sure you have all messages clicked at the top so you see all the chat. Hi, Butterfly. Christina 331 said hi to Missy. How's your weather, Arlene? Did you have a nice clearing in the weather over the weekend? And I think we're supposed to have a nice next few days. Charmaine, Brenda, thanks everybody for being here. Yeah, I think I spent the rest of my Mother's Day gift cards. It was nice. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Shh. We won't say anything, Keisha. I won't click on that. Oh my goodness. Because you're sick. Okay, well get to feeling better soon. Hi, spare room. Oh, you got your book, Christine? Good. Okay. You're welcome. Let's see. I'm always happy to hear when Happy Mail arrives. I did post pictures of my new, my garden for heading into week 10. I'll show pictures here. So, let's see. Yes, Keisha, that you feel better. Yes, healing comes your way. Amen. For sure, Keisha B. I don't like anybody to be sick. Good spare room. Brenda A. We had mostly sunny, partly cloudy. Yeah, we're supposed to have a nice rest of this week. Rachel. Let's see. What did Kat say? Joyce. Hi, Joyce. You're locked out when you get here, Kat. Hi, Lisa Welch. Y'all are so funny. Let me go to my photos here. So yeah, I did take. So here's the garden. Let's see if I can do it sideways if it'll work. So here's the garden now. And so I got tomatoes, lots of tomatoes. That's basil, sage. I got more tomatoes back there. Tomatoes over here. This one's huge. I have another picture to show you. And then I have my Greek oregano, which I need to cut the tops off of that. You can't see it back behind here. I've got a lot of rosemary. There's my cucumbers. So yeah, it's doing good. There's the sage. tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. So yeah. Oh, there's the rosemary on the other side. So, and I give a lot away to people at Hubster's work because we can't use all that. And I don't dry as much herbs as I used to. I used to dry them all and then let them dry for weeks and then smash them and put them in all the jars. And I don't do, and I do some, but I don't do like I used to. Let's see, Marguerite. Who else? Uh, You did, and oh, okay, yeah, plant a garden. This I love having a garden. Of course, out front, Hubster usually does takes care of most of the flowers. Here, I'll show you the flowers outside in the front. So these are in the front garden, and I post. They're all posted on Instagram. So, and this is flashing it out, so they're little. They look better in person. I mean, not on the phone pictures. And Denise had made me these. She made me a big one and a small one of those. She makes these out of old pallets. Out of old pallets. Let's see. There's my rose. Again, there we go. Now you can kind of see them a little bit. There's my roses. And it's close up of my I got geraniums and these are the begonias. So yeah, yeah, so it's doing, both the gardens are doing well. Let's see. Melody. Janet said hi to Melody. Hi, Marsh. Hi, Melody. Good to see you. Melody posted. Can I show it, Melody? Well, it's on Instagram, so I can show it. Let me see if I can go find it on if Instagram will load for me. Let's see here. Melody's one of our color book girls that go way back. Here it is. Okay, so here is her son and daughter-in-law. Very nice looking couple. And that's on Instagram. That's Melody. Handsome couple, Melody. And I've drawn Melody's granddaughter before. Let's see. No, it wasn't. No, I didn't draw Melody's granddaughter. Sorry. I don't think. God, I've drawn so many people over the last 15 years. I can't hardly remember who I've drawn and who I haven't. Let's see. Cat and Paste. Cat and Paste has been posting some new. Is it your granddaughter, Melody? I can't remember. I think it was. Cat and Paste has posted a couple of new posts on Instagram. Let's see. Where's the other one? So y'all follow Cat and Paste. Who else is here? Let's see. Said hi to Becky Hernandez, Marguerite, Brenda. Let's see how many. Oh, she's talking to Janet. Yeah, today's the last day for no, it was yesterday. The 18th, well, it was the 30th. It was the end of May. So all the ATCs hopefully have got there at least by today for Janet. And I don't know if she's going to show. Hi, Sue, Missy. I'll say hi to Missy. I don't know if Janet's going to show. She probably doesn't have time to show everybody's all the ATCs one by one. She's been showing them as they come in. She might show. I don't know. She might have already started swapping them out. So I don't want to speak for her. But the ATC swap ended, and so hopefully y'all had 3 months to finish them and get them to Janet. So hopefully 3 months was long enough. That's all I can say. I hope 3 months was long enough. Let's see, Belinda. Who else? I'm going to show at least one from everyone. Okay, Janet's going to show one from everyone. And there's Janet's name right there on I'm trying to think of the time. Sorry, 1 Eastern, 1 Eastern, Janet comes on. Trying to read a lot of different things here. See, Marguerite. So, okay. I think yeah. Hi, Icy. I'm trying to catch everybody. Hope everybody's doing well on Monday. I think I said hi to you, Terry. Okay, so let's go ahead and if you were talking to me, put it in caps. And if I miss saying hello to you, I don't mean to. I spend the first, this has been about 10 minutes saying good morning to everybody. I haven't seen Tina. Have you heard from Tina, Arlene, or Janet? Have you heard from Tina this morning? Hang on, a sip of lemon water here. Haven't seen Tina or heard from her this morning. She usually messages me or Janet, lets us know if she's not going to be able to make it. She's on her way. Okay. Arlene and Tina are friends. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, Janet, she talked to Arlene, so she's on the way. She's probably getting going to say good morning to everybody. There's a lot of people here this morning, so she's trying to say good morning to people. Maybe. I don't know. Or she just might have something to do. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. So I went to first, well, I'll show the book second, even though we went to Blick after Barnes and Noble, but I'm going to show you some Barnes and Noble and Blick stuff first. But first, I'm going to show these two books that Cat and Paste enabled me. So they're Korean books, and so Kat got these and showed them on her channel. She did some color book flips. So if y'all don't follow Cat and Paste, let me find her here. Where are you? There she is. There's Cat and Paste. If you don't follow Cat and Paste, follow her on YouTube and on IG to see her pages. So I think it's called Aeppol, Aeppol. I don't know. But anyway, how you say it. But there it is right there. And so she showed these on her channel. Yes, they are lovely books. They're lovely books. Now they are detailed. They're tiny. So you will have to work at these a little. I hope Tina can go back and look at these. Hi, Ann Makes. And all of y'all that got your rectangle collages that I did last week, they're all in the mail. So hopefully the ones international get there okay. We hope. So anyway, for the Forest Girls coloring book, and it is right there. And I got these off of Amazon. A lot of times you can't get the Asian color books except on Etsy. I'm not sure where, if I don't remember if she said Cat and Paste got them off of Etsy or if she got them off of Amazon. But I bought these two off of Amazon. She shows a whole lot more on her channel. Cat and Paste does. So this is the Forest Girl, and it was hard to decide. It really was hard to decide. And so let's kind of flip through here. So you can see it's very detailed, and it is light line art, which is nice, especially if I want to do pan pastels, or if you don't want the line art. Sometimes I like the dark line art. Sometimes I like the pale line art. So there, let's see if that's maybe I need to turn up the brightness because of the white paper. Let's turn it up just a little there. No, Melody. No, I don't have these two. Melody has bought me so many different color books over the years. I don't have these two. I have some other similar ones, Melody, that you've sent me, but I don't have these two. Don't send me any, Melody, do not send me any more books. I love all the books you've sent me, and I still work in them. Melody, you're so fun, Melody. And it's good to see you back. And I hope you're doing well, you and your family. Love the picture of your family. So it is, I might have to go flip a little slower because it's taking a second to zoom in, get the light to adjust to the light. It's very, very light. There we go. Very, very light line art. No, I didn't. didn't. I bought no, but I did see them at Cat and Paste, so I bought them. So again, it's hard to see the light line art. Cat and Paste probably did a better job of flipping through these. So if you want to see them better, go look at Cat's Cat's flip through these. Aren't they adorable though? And I'm just flipping every third or fourth one. Okay, so there's that one. And then the other one, I don't know the Moments Holy for Yourself. No, that's probably not the name of it. But anyway, the ISBN for this one is 9791165341930. And this one there's Tina. Hi, Tina, saying good morning to everybody. Thanks, Tina. Stay around, Tina. I got something for you. But anyway, this one, you have a picture. I mean, there's different little scenes like this, and then how to get some tips on how to color it. But then it has the picture and one that's colored right next to it. So if you don't know how to color it or can't pick colors, hi, Annette, you can use the reference picture next to it. See? So it gives you a reference picture to go with. And I can't flip through every one, but there we go. You can kind of see. So let's see, Sue. Who else am I missing? I'm pretty sure Tina said she thinks she has the Forest Girl. I don't think I've seen you color in it though, Tina. I don't think, well, you haven't posted. So you see how it has a little bit of, it's got a completed picture next to it. So you can, I'd like to do this one. That'll be fun. Not going to do it today. So isn't that cool though? And I like the way it's kind of muted. This would be good to do on a craft colored paper, you know. Let's see, Country Gal. So you can kind of see. So it's much bigger, but you can have some reference, a little reference picture. Isn't that cool? So thanks for the enabling, Cat and Paste. So you can, and again, she has them on her channel if you want to see them maybe a little better. So there's that. Who else might be missing? All right, so there's those color books. I'll show the rest of my book haul in a minute that I got at Books A Million, but I did pull the magazines. But let's go ahead and show you the art supplies first, and then I'm going to do the books. First the magazines, and then I got books, and they are post. I did post them on Instagram. Let's see, because I enable you. Yeah, Cat and Paste. I hear you. Let's see, Kathleen. Who else am I missing? Okay, so Melody said that Neocolor works good on these books. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I was kind of thinking pan pastels, you know, for the softness look of them. Let's see. Okay, so Tina said she had Forest Girl too. Okay. All right, well, let me go ahead and show y'all what else I got at Blick. I got these two little, I didn't know how, because they were piled in nice and neat. I took them out. They were very nice and neat, stacked in here, and they're pretty much the same in each one. There's a few little different ones, and I couldn't tell because I didn't want to open them up. They were sealed, and I don't really want to put them back in the pack. I'll put them in a one of these sleeves. Hang on, and I'll put the the plastic in here too, so that I can remember where I got them. But I'll kind of do a little flip of them. So they are the mulberry papers. All right, let's see. Now I need to turn down the brightness again. They're mulberry papers, and they're just all different mulberry papers for collage, which y'all know I love me some collage papers. And I went from buying these little ones to buying some big sheets over here. So, yeah, just tons of them in here. And then there's some white mulberry, they're little piles. So I'm just going to kind of do a quick flip through them. Hopefully it's not too flashy. There's whole bunches of them. Which these are always nice for little, scenes, little backgrounds, which, I love doing my backgrounds for my collages. So these are good for some small ones like postcards, ATCs. So, yeah. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. Maybe we'll do a little giveaway with some of these. Although I do have some other giveaways here for some people. Let's see. Yeah, they did, didn't they, Arlene? So, yeah, so there's just all different ones. And they're both kind of the same. So I'm going to put them in here for now. Let's put this in here so you can kind of see. And this one has a little bit more red and pink ones. But they're all the mulberry papers. Again, pretty much the same as what you saw in the other one, except this one has a little bit more red and pink in it. But look how much is in a pack. Just tons. And again, these are at Blick. All right, I'm going to put these in here, and I'm going to try to, I'll set this where I can remember to do a giveaway with them. Let me get a sip of my water. Okay, then I have another one of these that I got for smashing down, my collage papers. But this one is got the different teeth on it to use, like in jelly plating and in paint. So even though I do have some of the ones that are just the skinny ones, but these were on sale. So I got one of these, the Catalyst Wedge. And they're very, it's not plastic, it's rubbery like. So I got that. I really, other than my big papers over here, and this was the most expensive thing I got. I got the golden fluid acrylics that the colors I was running low on. And I thought I'd try this, the Vallejo. This is, I had not tried this, or really, I don't even think I've heard of it. But they had the fluid acrylics in this brand, which were cheaper than the golden. I don't know how they'll compare, but anyway, so I got one of the Vallejo. So I got the green gold, which I use this a lot, and it was getting low. I don't think I have this turquoise. I have a different turquoise, but this one is just phthalo turquoise. I could do a little Indian yellow hue. I have a small one of this one that was running low, and then this one was the Vallejo Naphthol Crimson. So I got that. So we can do. Yes, it is Kathy Berg. I haven't got to this yet. Just wait a minute, girl. Hold on. And Kathy, she streams on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. So y'all catch her tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be there tomorrow. Denise, Samantha, I don't know what time they're going to come be here and all that, because Samantha's flying out to London. So I may not be online much tomorrow. So, but I will go back and scrub through your recording, Kathy, if I don't make it. Let's see. Messy. Hi, Messy. I had a Zinjin, Lisa Welch. Oh, yes. So anyway, and I probably have to take off the little, yeah, see here. I got to take off. I haven't opened them yet. I'm sure y'all have seen these colors before. I've used them before. Except this turquoise one. I have a different turquoise. So let's just go ahead and take off this. And there's a plastic. Then now there's a little plastic. Let's see. This may be too much to try to do on stream. Where's my little, looking for my little, I was looking for my little X-Acto knife, but I'm not seeing it. So let's just do this here. So there's a piece of little plastic, coating on there. So let's take that off. Hang on. I got to get a baby wipe. Okay. Let me take all the plastics off and shake them up, and then we'll do a quick little swatch of them so you can see the colors. Okay, so that. Let's take off the little plastic. Wipe off the fingers that are covered in paint now. Oh, gee. I knew I shouldn't have done this, but oh well, it's done now. All right, more baby wipes. Hi, Dot. Okay, let's do the. Now my fingers are wet from the baby wipe. It's hard to grab. There we go. All right, let's do a little cut here. All right, and the red. I like this kind of flip top. Oh, this one didn't have one. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do a quick little swatchy McSwatchy. Okay, so let's find a paper under here. Let's make sure they're all shaken up. And let's see, need a little brush. Here we go. All right. Am I missing anything in chat? Belinda. Okay, let's see. All right, so this one is Indian Yellow Hue. Okay. This one is just phthalo turquoise. Hang on. All right, let me rinse out my brush a little bit here behind me. See, I got a little bit of the yellow still in there. I'll hold it up because it's not showing a true color on camera, which defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Okay, this one is green gold, which is a nice, very, very translucent green. And then the crimson. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, let me wipe my hands off here and hold it up to the camera. Hopefully it'll show true color. All right, there we go. Yeah, pretty much shows it there when I tilt it a little bit. So very transparent. Okay, so those are the colors, and they are not cheap. They're not cheap. Just saying, golden fluid acrylics. But I splurge for Mother's Day, so there's those. Then y'all know every time I go to use my Copics, I'm always needing to refill these two colors. So I think it was just time to get some new markers in these colors. So I got a new E000 and E00. So I got those two colors because these are the two that I base coat my skin tones with, regardless, pretty much regardless of any skin tone. I put these two down first just to get something down on the skin tone. And green gold, yes. Yeah, okay, Tina. And then this blue, I always run out of this blue and I don't have a refill for it. So I just went ahead and got another BG01. So those three. Now I got to put them, I think I'll put them with the orange. I know that would drive y'all crazy, wouldn't it? To put them in the wrong color slot. But that way I'll know those are my new ones. So I'm putting those up here in the oranges. Okay, let's see. I'm still getting paint off my hands here, guys. Then I got a little, and I've already got paint on it, which is fine with me because my pencil cases do get pretty, they do get pretty messed up because I use them so much. But I got a new little Blick canvas bag. Let's get the little thing off. There we go. And so it's just a little canvas zippered pouch that I can carry my main, like, let's see here, let me get some, like my graph gear or my, one of my brush pens and my Bic, like these three. If I have these three right here, I'm a happy camper. A brush pen, a Bic crystal 1.8 and a graph gear pencil and with blue lead, I'm happy right here. These right there. So there's that. And then I got this paper. I bought this before and I've used it up. So I bought another sheet of it. And this packaging is very cool. I might have to try to do something with this packaging. And it's kind of like tissue paper. It's like tissue paper, but they have all kind of different designs. And this tissue paper, I just love the black and the white of it. It's just so versatile to have a nice black and white. And y'all know when I matte medium everything goes matte. When my collages are finished, I high gloss them, then they go high gloss. So it doesn't matter if something's shiny, matte, if some of it's shiny, some of it's matte. If I'm going to varnish it at the end, or if I'm going to matte medium everything and then varnish it at the end, it's all going to look, so it doesn't really matter if the paper's shiny, matte, or whatever. But anyway, I just like this pattern. So I think is there 3 sheets in there? 4? I think there's 4 sheets. Or is it just 2 folded over? Or 3? I think there's 3. Let's see. 2 folded over or 3? 3 sheets. So there's 3 sheets folded over of this. So, y'all were just talking about black and white. Yeah, I really like this. And I've had it before from Blick and I've used it up. So I went ahead and got another one of those. I really didn't get a lot of different things at Blick. But I did get some big papers. A lot of the money I spent was on my big papers. So I've had this before. I've cut it up and given it away to some of the jelly plate girls. I think Devin's got some. And so anyway, I will tell you how much they are if I can find the thing. And again, they're not cheap. This one doesn't have a thing on it. I think this was about $10, $12 for this sheet. I think. I don't see I don't have my receipt in front of me, but I love this for the jelly plating. So yeah. That's the only real textured one I got. Then I got these 2 that are not really mulberry. They're sort of like mulberry, but a little thinner and not as quite as fibrous. But I love these 2 colors. And I'm trying to get the camera to cooperate with colors. So this is a magenta. Look at, there you go. There's the color right there. So this is a sheet of magenta. And this is a sheet of bright yellow. And again, I'm not sure why because I know when I bought them, she must have taken the stickers off. It's on my receipt, but she must have taken the stickers off so that she could, easily, calculate them. So yeah, so there's those. But they all the papers run between $7 and $15, something like that. So I don't think there's any of them under 7.95 or something like that. But they're big full sheets, right? Okay, then I've had this one before and I've used it up, so I bought another one of this right here. Again, oh, here's one. Okay, this one was not this is not the it's not the price. It's just handmade in Nepal, but it doesn't have the price on there. So she just took the prices off, I think. And so that she could easily you know, collect them. So there we go. You can see it right there. Very indigo. Indigo blue. Like tie-dye. Batik. Then I got this one mostly because I want to send some of it to Cameron. Cameron's all about saving the bees. Y'all know. So I got this bee paper and I did send him hopefully he'll pick it up. He can't, I don't think they can pick up out of their lockers on weekends, only on weekdays, but he did get it. So I sent him a box and I sent him a stamp and a bee stamp, like a rubber stamp. I sent him a bee rubber stamp with a journal so he can journal and stamp his bees. So I need to send him a piece of this. Again, it's big sheets. Again, okay, here's something on here. What is it? It just has the information, Nepal. It doesn't say the price on these. But anyway, so it's a bright yellow. Let's see there we go. Tilt it a little so you get the white. Okay. So there's that. And they have drawers. They have the big, architectural drawers, like Janet keeps her rubber stamps in. They have those with the decorative papers. And so I went through literally every single drawer, like 20 drawers. I went through all of them. And these are the ones that I picked out. That's one, two, let's see, that's like 5 right there. And I got 2 more, got these 2. And this one's kind of waxy. I'm not sure. It feels like almost like a coat of wax on it, but it's a nice bright orange and yellow. And then this one these 2 just feel a little waxy. Again, I'm not sure. Is there a little info on this one? Let's see. Handmade in Nepal is all it says. So they're almost double-sided. They're almost double-sided, but they feel like they have a little wax, like a batik type thing. So I love these 2. They're going to be fun in collage. So that's all the papers I got. Then now I'm going to zoom in for the more for the books and stuff. So let's go ahead and adjust the lighting again. Turn down the brightness. Okay. So hi, Devin. You'll have to go back and see my art supplies. The other thing that I got this for Janet. I got something for Janet, for Kat, and for Tina, my mods. Every now and then I like to gift them something because they're awesome mods. So I got them all something. So this is what I got Janet. It's a little ruler thing. It's a little measuring. It's like the diameter. So you can measure diameter. And it has little ants crawling all over it. So anyway, it's made out of wood. So I got this for Janet just because, because Janet, Janet and her rulers and her measuring and her beast. And so I got this for her. And then, so I got to let me put it somewhere where I know where I'm doing my giveaways here. Okay. And let's put that paper right there. Okay. I still have paint on my hand from showing y'all those swatches. All right, looks like I need to turn down the brightness again because now we're done with the papers. There we go. That's good. Okay, then one other thing I got at Blick was this. And I have a bunch of these Pepin gift paper papers, but I did not have this one. So I should have pulled out the other ones. I got 4 or 5 other Pepin papers. This one I think is kind of new, according to what she said. Let's see. Does it have a date in here? No, it says 2016. Maybe they just got them in, but I've not seen this one before. And trying to adjust the lighting again. And so I got this one, and what they are is I'll pull one out here. Let's do this back one because I love this one. They're wrapping papers, and they are perforated, so you can tear them right out. Let's try to do this carefully. And y'all know collage. So let's open them up. There we go. So this has the same design 4 times. And it's a wrap. It's like, you're wrapping paper, like you'd wrap a gift wrap paper. There we go. Hi, Angie. Anybody else I might have missed coming in? Yeah, thanks, Kat. And Pepin, you can get them on Amazon. They have tons of different ones. Look for the little rabbit. Okay. This says volume 59. I don't know if that's how many they have. So there's this one. I'm not going to pull them all out, but I'll flip them so you can see them all. I think there's 12 designs. This one's a little more matte. This one's a little more matte. This one's a little matte. And I wasn't sure what this, I said, are those eyeballs? But they're lemons being peeled. It's lemon peel, but it doesn't look. I was going, what is that? But I think we could do some cool robotics with our robotic collage papers and this. All right, this one's a matte. And then now we're getting into the glossy ones. It's hard to see the color. Well, you can see the colors there a little better, maybe. And then here's some bundles of asparagus. It looks like dried asparagus. And then this one is just smaller, the vignettes. And this one, again, this will have 4. It'll be like this one with 4 different, what do you call it? Patterns. This one. This one has smaller ones. This one has 4 on each, so you got 16 of that size. So, and then the one I showed y'all. So this is the Still Lives by Pepin. Okay, there's that. If y'all missed it, go back and see the color books and other stuff that I showed already. Now let me show you Barnes and Noble. I think that's everything from Blick and the 2 color books from Amazon. All right, let me see if I'm missing anything on chat. Let's see. Asparagus, not what I saw. Arlene. I love you, Arlene. If I miss anything, there's Brooke with an E. Who else am I missing? Okay, so I'm going to start with what I got my mods, okay? Because and they may not like, if y'all don't like them, y'all give one away or whatever you want. I got Cat and Paste. Cheshire Cat, I got her this scrapbook paper block, and I got Tina this activity book. And hopefully y'all like them, because I hope y'all like them. I mean, I did spend some money on them, but y'all are worth it. But they're Daphne Diaries activity book. I think this was paper 1, and then activity book is 2. So let me show you Cat. I keep wanting to say Cat and Paste because I've been talking about it this morning. Cheshire Cat, my mod. Where is she? Let me find her here. There she is. This one here is for Cheshire Cat. And because like I said, I like to do stuff for my mods every now and then. Okay, then I'll show you. This one's for Tina. Let me do one at a time. Okay, so this one is for, let me just put a name because I want to make sure that I get everybody the right things. Let's see. All right. Where's my... Okay. This is just for Cat. Cheshire. This is for Cheshire Cat. All right. So let's see. Am I missing anybody else? Oh, you're welcome, Tina. I'll show yours in a minute. But I wanted to show them because they are cool. I'd not seen them. I think they're new. So there's 50 sheets of paper scrapbook block, 100 designs. So let me just go through this. Here we go. Let's see. That's just that. And so there's front and back. Of course, you've got to decide which ones you want. But I'm going to do a flip so that y'all can see it. So if you decide you might want it. You've never had any Daphne Diaries books? Okay, well, this is all paper, Cat. All papers. That's all it is. It's just papers. So I figured, because I don't really know what all kind of art that you do, but I think you've done cards, and I just figured you could use papers, you know. And so Daphne Diaries does have cool papers. So that's why I thought you might like the papers. Tina needs activity. Arlene. Well, I did think about Tina maybe having to sit at, visiting her mom, doctor appointments, and it would be something that she could do activities in. So that's why I thought of that one for Tina. So anyway, and so I just thought that Cheshire Cat might like some papers to use in whatever she does. You're welcome. Thank y'all for being such awesome mods. And all I did was send Janet. I was going to send her a ruler. Well, it's not really a ruler; it's a measuring device. uh, uh, so anyway, there's some more peeled lemon kind of thing there. So that's got some music paper. So anyway, I hope you can use this, Cheshire. See, look how many are in here. There's tons, just tons and tons. So if y'all, like the Daphne's Diaries papers and stuff that they have in their books, this is the kind of stuff. Okay, you do like it. Okay, good. I'm glad. I was hoping, sometimes when you try to buy something for somebody that pick out something individual other than Janet and rulers, that's easy. So anyway, so this one's for you, Kat, and I did put your name on it. There we go. All right, and then Tina, I got the activity. Let me put her name on it here. So as I go, because when I do giveaways and stuff, I like to make sure I get everybody, and I have a post-it note on it. Is so much easier. So this is an activity book, again, activity, and I did look through this, and there's all kinds of things like mix and match, figure out the country's flags, and it's just like puzzles. There's a numerical, dot to dot, find the differences, and crossword puzzles, search words, there's just all kinds of things. And I just thought Sudoku, I just thought that Tina this might be good for her when she's sitting around, waiting at places. And or you can cut it up. You could do it. You could do some of the puzzles and stuff and then cut it all up and use it for whatever. So you can color the half of the mandala. So there's just all kinds of little puzzles and searches. And so anyway, I hope you like it, Tina. And then here's 2 Daphne Diaries covers, and I think you're supposed to find the differences in them. I didn't read, let's see. 10 differences. So spot the 10 differences. And again, then you can cut them up. After you work the puzzles, you could do them in pencil, and then you could, cut them up and use it for, other projects. Right? Right? I know. Thanks. Yeah, I know. So, well, my mods are the best. So, if I can gift them something every now and then, I like to. So, and I didn't think they'd ever buy these for themselves. Just saying. They may have if they'd seen them at Barnes and Noble. I'd never seen these yet. These are the first time I've seen these. So there's some of the little good luck cats. I forget what they're called. I think Tina knows what they're called. And here's you can sketch birds. It shows you how to do it step by step sketch birds. So more dot to dots. And look at this. Look at all these candies. Spot 10 differences. And again, after you spot the 10 differences, you could cut these up. So, I mean, that's what I'd be doing, but y'all do what you want. The lucky cat. Yeah, there's a name for them. Oh, there's the answers. We don't want to look at the answers. So anyway, that one goes to Tina. So I got those at Barnes and Noble. Annie sent me a nice Mother's Day gift card. Trust me, I got plenty myself. Don't think, oh, you spent your money. No, no, no. All right. Then the other two magazines that I got and I got this for myself, the Daphne's Diary sticker book, which I know Denise is going to probably appropriate a lot of these stickers out of here, and she can take whatever she wants. I'll slice them out for her if she wants. Oh, you like? Okay, well, good, Tina. I'm glad. All right, so these are all stickers now. These are all stickers. So the pages are a little, thicker because they're sticker pages. But I figured, between me and Denise, we'd use these up. Here's all the different. I already have my herb jars with my own what do you call it? Labels on them. So washi tapes, more labels. I'm trying to kind of keep it to go open, but all these are just like. And of course they have, the color around them. But which I don't mind ever cutting off. Here's a full sheet. Let's see, was there I think that's just a full sheet. Does it come apart? I think that's a full sheet sticker there. Little girls there. Some seashells. More labels. Bookmarks, or turn them into bookmarks or use them for labels. So y'all know the Daphne Diaries type of designs. Oh, thanks, Kat. Kat put a link into the sticker book. Here's some more labels, or you can use them on cards, washi tapes, black labels. I think this might be a full sheet. No, it's a. What is it? I can feel the edge, so I'm not sure if it. Okay, I think it comes like around it. It might be an oval. I think that's an oval sticker because I can feel the edge. So there's a lot in here. A lot of stickers in here. So, but I wanted y'all to see it. So if you want to buy it, you know what you're buying. If you don't, if you're not in the store, of course, if you're in the store, you can just sit there and flip through the whole thing. But if you're buying it online, you don't see what's in there. So now you do. So the more labels. Look at that one. Let me feel. Is this a full sheet? I think that might be a full sheet because I don't feel a cut. So there's a full sheet. Of course, you can cut them out individually, Little Easter eggs. Nico cat. Yeah, Nico cats. That's what they are, Marguerite. Nico cats. Thank you. And hi, Marguerite, if I miss saying hi to you. Bookmark. No, well, they could be labels. Name, address. I'm not sure what you could use those for. I love these yellow and blues. Again, more just round stickers, more labels, or, you can put on the back of your cards, just for you, sending you love. Washi tapes again. See, there's a lot in these. I know, right, Tia? There's so many cute little things. That's one I say about Daphne's Diary. You can always cut things up in their magazine. This one, let's see. I think that's a full sheet because I'm not feeling a edge. In any of them, you can cut things down and just glue them. You don't have to have them be stickers, to use them as stickers. So, Okay, so there we go. That is, there's a page of all the pages inside. And so that's the Daphne Diary sticker book. And I'm not sure. It says issue 1, so I think this is the first. It's 48 sheets, more than 750 stickers. Now it is $30. Just saying, it is not cheap. But look, you get a lot of sheets, 48 sheets with 750 stickers. So there's that one. Okay. Then the Flow. I have not seen Flow magazines. I've seen a couple of Flow booklets, like the booklet things in the bookstore, but I've not seen the regular Flow magazine, which this is a different size since before the virus. So I've not seen Flow magazine. So hopefully they're going to start importing them again without having a subscription. I love the Flow magazines, and but they hadn't had them for a long time in the bookstores. I think they're made in the Netherlands, and so yeah, this is issue 40. So I'm going to do a little flip. I won't flip through the whole thing. I'll let it just kind of do this. So I'll just kind of do this. As you can kind of see, there's all kinds of articles, and and then there's some cardstock sheets like this. There's a few cardstock sheets, and so this, and they usually do different themes. They'll do different places. They'll do a place every time, and they'll do like a writer or an artist or a gardener or a singer. Here's the Flow book for paper lovers. I love those things. And again, they are not cheap either. They're big, thick books. The Flow book of papers. This one is candy. That one's candy. So, yeah, just different articles. Here's another cardstock sheet. And I also got Samantha a couple magazines. I didn't bring those up here. I got her a Vogue. And so, for her to read on the plane. So, yeah. So, and then let's see. Another cardstock. Color book page. So there's a lot in them. And y'all know I like to cut them up, cut them down, turn them into little mini journals and stuff. Now here's a whole bunch of, these are some punch outs. And this is what Flow is known for in their book of papers. These are all individual, already, ready to punch. Here's some wrapping paper here that pulls out. It's a big full sheet. Here's another wrapping paper, big full sheet. Another wrapping paper and another wrapping. There's 4 big sheets of wrapping paper in the back. So that is the Flow magazine. It says it's issue 40. So again, my Books A Million doesn't always have, they'll have the Daphne Diary main magazine, but they didn't have those Daphne Diary other specialty books that I showed you. So there's that. Then I got me a new, this is my favorite magazine for watches, the Watch Revolution. And it's just got tons of stunning pictures of watches, which y'all know I love to use watches in my collage. So huge, big pictures, especially if I do a big collage. So, and plus it smells awesome. So, yeah, there's about 3 different watch magazines that I get every now and then, but this one is my favorite. Then for the books that I got 4 books. I got this one for Samantha. I brought it up here. I don't know that she's going to want to take this with her. It's kind of heavy, and she's not going to want to carry this in her luggage to London, but I got it for her when she gets back. She has quite a collection of books herself. So, let's see. So this is 100 Years of Fashion. Let's see what year we got here. Came out in 2020. And it wasn't very expensive. This, it was under $20, I think, for this one, but it breaks it down by the years, you know. So again, I'm not going to flip through the whole thing. I mean, I'll just kind of do this. But it's a beautiful fashion book. Well, art and fashion, actually. So she'll love this. She loves the history. She's going to, when she comes back from London, she has an internship at the museum working with vintage clothing and vintage fabrics when she comes back from London in August. So this will be right up her alley. And hi, anybody coming in I missed? Woman, Flo. I said hi to Brenda A. I'm trying to see. I know, right? Cat and paste? It is. Just tons and tons of fashion. So there you get you an idea if you're interested in fashion. This is a nice little compact book. And Cat put a Cheshire Cat as opposed to Cat and Paste. Cheshire Cat put in a link there to it. Okay. So I could call him Christine and Dar, but that's just I like Cat and Paste and Cheshire Cat. So anyway, it's a nice thick book. So I got that one. Let me put this one over here. Take that down to Samantha. All right, then I got The House of Medici, The Rise and Fall. This one is an older book. I think it came out in the 70s. Let's see. I mean, republished, yeah. Originally published in Great Britain in 1974. So 1974 is when this one came out. But I don't think I've ever read a complete. I read bits and pieces of a lot of things. Why does much of fashion remind me? Because they try to be innovative. That's why, Arlene. They try to be different. So anyway, it's pretty much says the whole thing. I'll hold it here if y'all want to take a screenshot and read the back of it if you want. The ISBN is 978-688-053390. I love history. I just do. And so, like I said, I don't think I've read a full-on book about them. And so there's that. I got that one for myself. I got these for myself as well. The Bookseller of Florence. I, for some reason, think that I bought this as a hardback back when, but I did not find it. So anyway, it seems so familiar, but I've not read it, but I thought I bought the hardback, or it might have been, I just bought something else by Ross King, but the paint, no. Was it Leonardo? Maybe it's just I've read something else by Ross King. But anyway, this came out in 2021. And so let me read y'all. I'll read y'all what this one is. Okay, Arlene. A thrilling chronicle of intellectual ferment set against the dramatic political and religious turmoil of the Renaissance, including the fall of Constantinople and the Ottoman Turks. The Bookseller of Florence tells the story of the king of the world's booksellers, Vespenicio I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, the Italian name. At a time when all books were made by hand and the ancient wisdom of the likes of Plato and Aristotle were being rediscovered, he oversaw the production and sale of many hundreds of volumes that were also works of art in their own right. His clients were a roll call of popes, kings, and princes across Europe. Yet, even as his work won him wide acclaim as Europe's most prolific merchant of knowledge, the simultaneous rise and spread of the printing press threatened the very existence of Fasciano's livelihood and eventually eclipsed it. An ode to books and bookbinding, the bookseller of Florence charts the world changing shift from script to print through the life of an extraordinary man long lost to history. So there's that one. So I got that. I'm really looking forward to that. This one is more for me, would be more of a read a little here and there kind of thing. It's a remarkable manuscripts, um, and it's a huge, beautiful illustrated book. So see, look at all the Janet would probably like this one just for the illustrations in it. We both love our calligraphy and our illuminated manuscript. And flipping through this, it smells so good, Janet. You'll take a sniff, take a book sniff. Thanks, Kat, for putting in the. So it's just got beautiful, and they're little individual short stories about the different manuscripts. 12 journeys into the medieval world. That kind of says all of it. Okay, another big book. 97, is it 97? 978-014-311-0804. These are the kind of books where Annie, my daughter, and goes, how do you find these books? I said, I look for them. They pop out right in front of my face. So there's that one. So I think that's all the books and art supplies that I purchased. I think that's all of it. I was thinking about maybe working a little bit in my red journal. Thanks, Devin. If you missed the color books and the art supplies, you'll have to go back to the beginning for that. Thank you for the links, Cheshire. So yeah, so there we go. That's that. Don't forget the ATC swap ended, and Janet's going to show one of everybody's artist trading cards that were in the swap. She's going to be on at 1 Eastern, and for those of y'all in the know on the conspiracy theory book that she's working on, she's done a third one, so a third page. So y'all make sure and be there today at 1 Eastern. Prompts. Thank you, Terry. See, I would not remember. Terry did not remind me of the prompt bowl. Prompt bowl it is. Terry, did you do a prompt over the weekend or since the last time I showed your prompts? I don't remember. Let me go over here and look at Terry's Instagram real quick. See if it'll pop up for me. Jeff Lafferty did another painting or is working on a painting. If y'all don't follow Jeff Lafferty, he's one of my art friends from 15 years ago. And he's doing some kind of painting here. Let me show you. Let's see if he's got some stuff I could show here real quick. Come on, load up. Load up. Here's one of his comics he was working on. I don't want any music. He has a YouTube channel, but he hasn't posted in a while. I think he's just started doing posts on Instagram. So, all right, let me see if I can find if Terry's done anything with the prompts. And I just sent so many memes to Denise and Janet over the weekend. I found so many good ones. All right, come on, Terry's not loading. Let's see, come on. There it goes. I was gonna say, let me step out into the hall, but there it goes. Okay, no, well, wait, this one, what is this one? Okay, so I did show, the last one I showed, I think, was her shrimp, the banana party with the shrimp. So it's Terry Brett 3, but she has done another one here, and the prompts were compass, space, miro, toucan, and ruffles. And so Terry. So it says, just keep going. No, just keep going north, they said. Well, either my compass has got it wrong or they sent me way off track. So she does some amazing little illustrations with the prompts. So that's what the prompts were, and that's what she did with the last one. Ah, I don't think I showed that one last week, Terry. But Terry has done some other stuff here too. But and she did Janet's. This was Janet's project last week. She worked along with Janet. So y'all follow Terry Brett 3. Um, okay, let's go ahead and pick. So let me mix them up here. And so I gave y'all 5 prompts. There's a couple hundred in here. And I give you 5 prompts, even if you just write them down and put them in your Society of Idea Collector notebook. And I'm seeing y'all need to go look this up because it will help you too. More and more people are doing commonplace books, which is kind of the same thing as a Society of Idea Collector, where you're collecting your ideas, you're collecting quotes and themes and ideas. So, but I've seen more and more people do which commonplace books go back to, I don't even know, way, probably to the Renaissance. But anyway, so, but more and more people are doing commonplace books. So if you want more ideas on collecting your ideas, go do a search on YouTube for that. Okay, so here we go. Let's pick 5 off the top. I write them down and put them in my book too. All right, here we go. We got puffin fish, puffer fish, crying, devilish, any city, and tan. And y'all can interpret these any way y'all want. So puffer fish. I think they're also called blowfish. They, they're spiky. I drew one year for my Inktober. Crying, devilish, any city, and tan. So those, and let me write down the date. Today is 6/2. So I popped this in my idea book. Let's see who else. Hi, sister. I said hi to Devin, of course. Need a bit of thought. Well, if anybody can do it, Terry, you can. All right, so let's see. Let's put that away. Thanks for the reminder, Terry. All right, let's see here. So let's see. I have not done anything out of these 3 books in my red journal. So I'm thinking I might want to use some of these. I still have stencils sitting out from last week. I have different things from Devin, Janet. I mean, not Janet, Joanne. And I still have my most recent batch of jelly plated tissue. So yeah, we'll see here what we can do, what kind of trouble we can get into with these books. You're welcome, Terry. All right, so I will do a kind of a quick flip through here. I'm just going to go to this first page. I haven't done anything here in the beginning. I tell y'all, when y'all do any kind of books that have a spine like this, you want to try to work back to front to back. See, I need to probably do some back here because the spine will warp if you don't skip around. So I try to skip around throughout my book. And I'm trying to make sure that I varnish each one. They're all varnished, and edge them all with gold or silver or copper. So I want them all to be really complete in this book so that I can actually complete a book start to finish, which I don't know. I can't remember the last time I finished one start to finish. And I don't go start to finish, though. I skip back and forth. So it's not like I don't do dated journals. I don't do diary type things. So I don't do things from sequentially. So for me to fill a book, I'm going back and forth. So this, you can see a little bit of this. There we go. So these have been varnished. If y'all have any questions, put them in caps. Let's see. Ellen, I said hi to Kathy Berg. Hi to sister. I'll try to catch Shelly. Hi, Shelly. Shelley, if you weren't here, I did show the Flo and Daphne Diary magazines earlier. So I know you said something about wanting to see those. So I did show them. Let's see who else might be missing. Tina put a link to Janet's channel. Let's see who else might have been missing here. Annette. Okay, well, if I missed you, I don't mean to. I do go back and scrub through my chat to make sure I don't miss any new people. These sleeves are really long on this. They're really. I usually just wear my white, shirts or my black long sleeve t-shirts because they're just so easy. But every now and then I think, well, I should put on something with some color. Same spoons, there's no unwarping the book. Yes, that's true, Arlene. Once your spine warps, and this one's starting to a little bit, see how it's starting to lean? You can't get that back. There's no getting that back. Okay, so this is just kind of my mixed media collage journal that I'm currently working in. And yeah, Shelly, so go back. And so you can see there's pages in between, so I try to skip through them. If you do varnish them, you need to let them dry 100% on. I think I did do a robot page in here because it did stick, one of them. So, and then what I do is I'll put them in. Let's see here. Let me get my Procreate. I will move if I like, and I don't do them with all of them, but like I did do it with this one. Let me go to my Procreate. Where is this one? Here it is. So I'll go into Procreate with it, and I will get rid of the line down the middle. And now it's really, you can't see the true color or anything with the light behind it, but I will use the blender and I call it airbrush tool, but I don't think that's what they call it. But anyway, I'll get rid of this down the middle and, do any adjusting I want to do with them. So that way I can repurpose them. So, yeah. Okay, this one. I do like this one. This is one of my favorites. My little time traveler guy here. I really like this one a lot. But speaking of time travel, let me make sure I get my new magazine out here for that. Let me get that out. So I love this one. And again, I'm trying to remember every time I do one of these to varnish them and outline them in gold, just to make it feel like I've completed it, This one, I love this one. I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the trees. I love those creepy little rabbits. And let's see, this one. And again, I did make a print out of this one. I just go in and get rid of the middle there. So I really like this one. And thanks, Devin. And then this is the one. So you can see right here, I tried to kind of fix it. I don't really care that it's like that. I took a picture of it and put it in Procreate before I messed it up. What happened was I did not let the varnish dry. And it's stuck right here, but it's okay. So like I said, I already took a picture of it, so it's fine. But you got to and I tried to fix it. You have to you have to let the varnish dry 100% like overnight before you close your book. But I did use the Robotronics. I couldn't remember if I'd done it in this book or not, but I did. So maybe we'll go with these today. The Timekeeper's Atlas, which this is the one that I did y'all's little rectangles last week. They've all been sent out. And this is the book I use for that. But I haven't done anything with it in here. I like the rabbits too, Zinjin. Okay, let's see. So then there's this one. This one we did on what do you call it? Daylight savings time day. We did this one. So this was how daylight savings changed. This is how the time changed. All right. Then there's this one, which is my lemurs in the library. And Beth Schuler had sent me some pictures of out of a magazine of some lemurs, and I totally painted over them. So they're totally painted over the top of the magazine images because I wanted them to look painted. So, and I paint a lot of lemurs. So there's my lemurs in the library. Let's see, I think I got one more in here. Here's my little grandma in the mushroom forest. I like her too. So added all the mushrooms to the houses and made it her little. And then this right here, this stamp down here, that was a Miriam stamp. And I think that's it in here. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go back to the front and do something right here. Yeah, I love my lemurs. All right, so let's see what we're going to do. I got this, my watch magazine. I'm not going to probably do robots in here because we did the robot one, which I completely forgot that I had done in this book. So let's see. And I keep all my magazines, all my collage books in a sleeve to keep them contained. Oh, Devin, thank you so much. Thanks so much for the super chat, Devin. And I'm sure you'll end up with some goodies here. And I'm so glad that so far Canada Post has not gone on strike. So we still have our Canadian Post mail going. So that was good. Right. Thank you, Devin. If y'all don't follow Devin, Devin streams on Wednesdays at 3 Eastern. Okay. Wednesday at 3 Eastern. And she does amazing. If you want to know jelly plate tricks, tips, colors, combos, Devin is your gal. She does so many different things with her jelly plating. And so, yeah, y'all need to go over there and check her out. Okay, so let's just see what strikes my. I don't have any plan. No plan here. But I can use some of my larger images. I like her, but she's Steam. I don't know. We'll pull her just in case. We'll pull her just in case. Same for this. I really like this. I am waiting for a cool map book. I'm thinking that Poor Toast is going to do us a map book. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to go with my watches out of my magazine today, just to mix it up a little. I like her. Do I like her more than I like her? I kind of do like her more. I like her too, but I think I like her. I gave away all my Japanese girls that I did last week. I gave them all away, so I should probably do one for myself. So we're going to go with her instead of her. And again, different pieces that I've cut out that we've already played with in here. I love this. But I kind of want to do a time travel something with this. I want to do a time travel something with that. So let's see. More, see, I use my books, people. I do use my books. Some of those might be good. I'm going to try to use the watches out of my magazine. If y'all missed it, I did a whole bunch of gentlemen last week too. And I don't think View knows. View had come in and she goes, "Oh, that one looks like my cousin." And I think she left before I told her I was giving her one. So I did give View one of my men that I did last week. But I don't think she knows. I sent it out. I don't know if she knows it's coming yet. And I like this too. This needs to go on a disc though. He needs to go on one of my big discs, I do like the butterfly, but I think I need a more subtle butterflies. Just kind of peeking through. Don't know yet what I'm going to do. I like this. Maybe. Yeah. And I know a lot of people buy the digi copies or, they'll make copies of their books. I figure that by the time I use her, I'm probably not going to want to do another one, with her. So I usually pick and choose and just keep, because there's so many books, I just keep moving on. Boo did pick a couple of these kind of pages out that she liked. So that'll be a cool disc. You know, one of my big discs. She'll be a cool disc. I like the chairs, but it's too bright for what I'm doing today. Love these. These girls will be good for like the rectangles. I need to buy me some more rectangles. I have it on my Hobby Lobby list. Same for them. They need to be on my on some small rectangles like I did last week. I'm looking over here. I don't see anything in caps. So is that a butterfly or a propeller? I guess it could be either one, Tina. I think it was a butterfly though. But you know how they can blend them all up, make them into something else. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with her and maybe this. And then I'm going to go over to the Icons of the World book. And because I don't think I've done any of this in here. I don't think. I've used some of this on other things, but I don't think I've used it in here. So let's see. I don't know if there's something from Japan in here. I love this Petra. I need to do something. See, these are larger images. They either need to be on a disc or on a big double page spread like this. So let's see what we got here. Is this in Japan? I'm not sure. Maybe someone, because I'm just wondering because of the water lilies. Or is this, it almost looks Venetian, but I'm not sure if that is, but it could still work. It could still work. I might roll with it. Oh, here's Mount Fuji. We'll go with Mount Fuji. We're going to go with Mount Fuji. Easter Island, Brazil, of course, Paris. Incas or Aztec, Mexico, Big Ben, Egypt, Rome, what do you call it? I'm thinking what it starts with a C. Starts with a C. I can't think of it right now. All right, so there we go. We're going to go with this, and we'll see what we can do. All right, I'm going to pick out some watches. Cambodia. All right, so I'm going to do a little fussy cutting here. Oh, thanks, Cheshire, for putting in the link. Do you have that Portos Japan? I do. I bought 2 of those. I've done. Where did I put it? Let me think a minute. I have done a whole book on Japan, and I've used pieces out of it. I'm trying to think of where that journal is. Hang on. I've used parts of it in here, and I think I took the book out. I had the book sitting in here to use in this journal too. This is one of them anyway. This is one of my journals that I've used. It's getting a little messed up. I'm going to have to be a little more careful with how I store these books. But these books, I made 3 or 4 of them. I think 4, maybe 4 of them. And I made them out of a poster board, one big poster board. And so like little pockets. These are stamps that I've stamped and cut out. These are napkins. Rabbit trail. These are napkins. If you ever use decorative napkins as something that you want to cut out and use as like an ephemera, glue them on cardstock or at least a heavy paper and then cut them out. Don't try to fussy cut that out and then glue it on a piece of cardstock. Glue the whole thing on a piece of cardstock and then cut it out. And then I edged them all in gold, of course. So here's pockets, and then so they're kind of like a collection, ephemera collection, and just different things. Here's some ribbon, some flowery ribbon. I've shown you, these are years old. Here's some napkins in here, different napkins, paper clips with rag flags, and then some Japanese papers. There's a little coin. I think that's a Chinese coin, actually, but I put it in there. And then I cut out a frame cut out frames here so that it's double-sided. And then all these dots are liquid pearls. And so again, more different napkins and papers and postcards and joss papers, stamps, stickers, all different kinds of, I should just call it an Asian book rather than just Japanese, because I know there's not just Japanese in here, although it's mostly Japanese. So, and then, of course, this big image here and pockets. And then on this side, same thing. Some of this is what Annie sent me that she's got in LA at some of the stores out there. Somebody sent me this one. Who's this from? Pam. It's just got that Asian flair. So some of these Japanese sweet snacks for your Asian book. So I got that. I think that's from Pam too. I put one of the, I should put every year. I have all the years of the stamps, the postage stamps, Lunar New Year. This was the year of the rabbit. And I have the dragon. I have all of them, but they're not all in here. I should put them in here. So it's kind of like a way to collect ephemera based on a theme. Where I get, oh, I don't remember where I got the napkin, Ellen. I've had literally thousands of napkins, that I've given away, collected, given away, collected, given away. I could not tell you where, but you can get those kind of decorative napkins in the party sections of stores, party sections. Okay, then here's just, again, bits and pieces of a bookmark and just different little things, different papers, texture papers. There's all kinds of things in here, but it's all just different ephemera. So you can see here, dragonfly. This is all stamped. It's all painted, stamped, cut out. There's, this is some thick jelly plated papers, washi tapes. Here's the back, and it's got different things back here. So it's just a way, if you want to collect a theme, this is some of the Japanese pour toast, Japanese girls there. And I think this is a Japanese sticker. This is another large paper here. This is stamped. I painted and stamped all that black and gold. Same thing. Then I put down here a nice gold leaf. And I've done this, did it with Leonardo da Vinci. I've done it with a couple different things. But anyway, there's a little dragonfly. So if you want to do a theme journal, like I said, this one is made out of a poster. Like a kid's poster board. All right, let's get back to this. See at Dollar Tree, exactly, Arlene. You just never know where you're going to find cool napkins. But can I remember where I got an exact napkin? Absolutely not. Except I can remember that Samantha sent us these, and I've been giving them away. Where did I put them? They were right here. Where did I put the napkins from here? I should give away some more of these. Samantha gave me these for, I think, in part of my Mother's Day package. Again, I will never use all these. So I need to pull some out and maybe give some of these away with today's giveaway. So I remember. All right. So let's go ahead and cut. Let's see. And don't be afraid to cut different things off. You don't have to keep everything that's there. You can trim down anything you want on these images. And I really recommend that you do that, because then you'll fill in with more of your own ideas and not just use just a full-on sheet of, like that, like this. Maybe I should keep that edge. Let's trim it down a little. And put her to the edge. And I'll round the edges here. Okay, something like that. Of course, I always add paint and other things too. She might need some red, some maroon. This is too, maybe, might want some of that. Let's see, I don't see any questions. I forgot I had a napkin playlist. Cat, I totally forgot I had a napkin playlist. Oh my gosh, girl, so funny. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Let's cut this down here. So is anybody doing anything this week? Kids out of school where you are? Or you have kids that are out of school and you have plans? Don't forget, I'll be here Wednesday. I will not be here Monday. Monday, Annie, Dan, and Logan are going to be here, so I will not be streaming next Monday. So make a note of that, guys. I will not be streaming next Monday. I plan on streaming the next Wednesday, but not Monday. They're going to be here over the weekend into the week. So I won't be here Monday. Okay. Jan will still probably be streaming next Monday at her usual time. And don't forget, today she's going to show the artist trading cards. I think she said she's going to show one from everybody, because she showed everybody's as they came in, as the artist trading cards came in from the swap. She showed them as they came in. So she's going to show one from everybody today. And the next addition to the Conspiracy Chicken book that she's working on. Hi, Riri. How you doing? This one. I think I'm gonna. Do I want to cut? Yeah, I'll cut it. I might cover it up, but we'll see. All right. Let me cut a little of this off. All righty. Like that. Put these two ladies back in the pack here for another day. All right, now how do I want to work this? I need to find me some watches, and then I got to figure out how I want to incorporate Mount Fuji in here. Do I want it down here? I think. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to cut this out, and then I'll tear around the cherry blossoms if I use those. Something like this. All right. Now, do I want the cherry blossoms? Maybe. I kind of like that bit there. Better than that bit. Okay, let's go with this. Torn edges blend better with when you mix media and paint things in. torn edges blend easier than cut edges. Now, if you're fussy cutting out an element that's going to be like right there on top, like this, but if you want to blend something in, torn edges work better. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and tear this. Hope everybody had a good weekend and doing something creative. And I do recommend if you go across the middle, that you cut it and piece it because it will wear. But sometimes I don't listen to myself, and I just go ahead and go right over the edge, and then eventually it does wear. It does wear when you open and close your book a whole bunch of times. It'll wear right there where you have it pieced in the middle. All right, I'm liking that. Let's see, do I want any more of this? Don't think I need any more of this with my watches that I plan on doing. No, I think I'll keep this like this. I don't know if I need any more trees down in here. I think I'll just paint down there. All right. I'll keep these. All right. Don't need all the scraps. All right. Let's see what else we can do here with the watches now. Y'all still with the tour? I'm going to look through the book here and see. I'm just going to kind of flip. I want something large. So I want something like really big, like maybe this. Let's see. Now I will get out my knife to cut these pages out. That one might work. I'm just going to pick a couple here. I might roll with the one I picked. Although I do like that black. Oh, I do like that one. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go with one of these two. Otherwise, you can freeze yourself if you don't just, okay, I got one or two here. I'm going to go with one of these. Otherwise, you will be forever trying to decide things. All right, so I'm going to go with either this, which might be too silvery. I kind of like the black. So if I go with the black, let's just lay this down here. This one, do I want the watch right there in the middle? Maybe. Maybe. And I'm going to paint the back black, so with red maroon accents. This. I need another piece of the watch up here. Maybe. I think I want it this way. All right. I'm liking this. I am liking this. Let's go ahead and turn the brightness down again. Readjust the light. All right, let's see. Got it. Okay, Arlene, thank you for being here. Did you get all your, well, she's probably already gone. Make sure she got her bookmarks that she requested, or that somebody said, oh, Arlene would like that, so I sent that to her. I hope she got them. Sent her two or three bookmarks. Okay, so let's see. Now I am going to do this. so I can kind of figure out exactly where I want everything. All right, so first thing I think I'm going to do is get out some wax paper, which I did buy a new roll of wax paper, so I had some up here. Because remember last week I couldn't find my wax paper, so I did get a new box. All right, gotta hang on. Got a wrapper around it here. And they got something else right there. They don't want you to just to open it up and use it, do they? Okay, go like this so we can wrap it and just kind of keep it there. All right. Get my golden matte medium. Adjust the light again. I have to keep adjusting the light. If I put it on auto light to adjust the light automatically, it constantly goes zzz. So I just play with it when we need to. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. I wanted to start with the black first. So if y'all have any questions, put it in comments. I mean, just put it in caps. Get out some baby wipes and I might put some gold. I don't think I have a lot of room to put any gold stenciling, but we'll see. The same thing for my red maroon that I wanted to put in here. We'll see. I don't have too much room for that. I don't need a whole lot of, I just need to go around the edges pretty much here, I think. Maybe a little next to the watch, but we'll do this first. All right, so let's just go ahead and go around the edges. Make sure I got the one sheet. This is just to, just so I don't glue the edges together. I'll try to decide something funky to put in here too. Something a little, some aliens maybe? No, I don't know. Kind of do that all the time. Okay. Got a drip there from my cleaning the brush in the water. All right, so I know this is going to go right here, so I'm going to need some right in there. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out, seeing my art haul and book haul for my Mother's Day gifties. All right, a little piece of, okay, there we go. All right, so before I clean my brush in the water, I try to get all the excess paint out of the brush before I put it in the water. All right, let's see. I'm not seeing anything in caps. Let's see. Hi, Butterroll. How you doing? Let me see who else is here. I don't think I've missed anybody, but thanks, everybody, for being here. We're going to do a giveaway here in a little while. I'm going to give away some of the mulberry papers and maybe a couple of those napkins. All right, let's see. Let me plug in my heat tool here. Uh-oh. Come back here. Come back here, heat tool. Oh. think that's good. Now let's pour out some matte medium. I need to put a new baggie on top. Let's see if I have one in here. That one's getting crusty. One in here. I think I do. This one's getting a little crusty, so I'm going to peel that off, put a new one on, because you do want to keep a baggie over your lid so that you don't glue the lid to the jar. So just put a little baggie on there and then put the lid back on. Alrighty. Alright. Let me get another brush for this. I need to clean my water. Surprise, surprise. Alright, so let's see what we're going to start with here. I'm going to start with her, but not glue her all the way down on the edge until I can get the watch done. All right, so let me just go ahead and start slathering down lots of matte medium. Oh, see, it's not dry. I moved some black paint. It's okay because it's all covered up anyway, but I did not dry something. Something didn't get dried. All right, so I'll have to clean my brush here in just a minute before I go over the top. It's okay for the back here, but over the top, I don't want to have black paint. All right, so let's do this. All right, I need another piece of wax or some kind of paper to glue the backs. Okay. I can put this on, but I don't want to glue, like I said, I don't want to glue the front or the side of her face until I can get the, so let's just kind of sit this down here. I know I'm going off screen for just a second here, because this has all got to be kind of done kind of quick. So let's don't glue that down. Let's go to this. Need some more. I'm just going to use this whole sheet because it's all going to be covered up on the sides. Right, let's see here. I'm going to get this down exactly where I want it. I want plenty of matte medium so that the wrinkles are minimal. Okay, let's go ahead and get a card. Hang on, guys, I'm not looking at chat for just a minute. Now we go over the top of her. And you really do need to do all, you do need to glue all three things. The base, the back of the image. Oh, I got to make sure I can get the, what do you call it in there? Let me go ahead and get my Mount Fuji down. The back and over the top. You want it on all three so that it prevents more wrinkling. Let's see here. What's this right in here? I kind of want it right at this. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and mash this down good. Get the excess off there. And again, I'm going over the middle there, which will eventually will wear down. Okay. Turn down the brightness again. Now that we got all that black on there. There we go. Turn it there. Okay, let's see. I think everybody's just talking to each other. Carry on. All right. These two. And I did not get up under her. I'm going to have to fix this. I wanted some of this up under her. But I'm just going to go over now. Her hair right there, which is fine. I don't really want it all. I don't want that much, I don't think. I don't want to cover up that whole watch. That's good right there. Okay. Card. Here we go. Okay. No, I'm not looking at chat while I do this because I have to kind of keep concentrating to get it all done in one fell swoop. Get a little bit more down here. All right. All right, taking a second. Let's wipe off the excess. More baby wipes. Go through a lot of baby wipes, or I do anyway, in my collage process. Throw this away. And scrape this down a little. Throw that card away. And let's dry. Whew! Asked me how I could listen to Dee Dee and feel the I'm not sure. Fill the films out. I'm not sure what that is, Brenda. You mean watch it on mute? If it's cold to the touch, it's not dry. So, mine's not dry yet, but I'm going to see something here. I saw something up here at the top of my, I stream on StreamYard. And it says show comments on stage. It's in beta. I'm going to click it and see if that means that they're going to show. And I can't leave it up there all the time because we'd be crazy showing all the comments flitting by. But I'm going to click it and see what happens. Comments take the stage. Live comments from viewers will appear on screen during the stream. Keep the conversation. Okay, let's see. All right, somebody say something. Let's see what happens. Somebody say something. And let's see if the comments all appear up here. Oh, okay, there it is. It's down here. Did y'all see it down there in the corner? There that is. Can y'all see that? I don't want, well, we don't need that because we have the big screen, but there we go. Do y'all see how it's showing up on the corner, on the sidebar there? I just wanted to see what happens. And I know on a lot of streaming, I don't think we're going to have it because I'm on StreamYard, but on YouTube they started doing the butterfly thing, the kind of, what do you call it? It's like a leaderboard. The people that talk the most, the little butterflies, the purple butterfly shows next to your name. I don't know if any of y'all are seeing that on your YouTube. I don't see those on I don't see it on what do you call it? StreamYard. So do any of y'all have the butterflies on your particular? See, it only goes that far too. It stops right there. It doesn't go all the way up. It's just kind of there in the corner. But it's a little small. I don't know. It's a little small to read. What do y'all think? You hate this or you hate the butterfly, Riri? So this is what I was thinking is the reason they're doing this right here is because if you are on the TV, okay, if you're on TV, you do not get to see the chat, the live chat on the side like we are seeing right now. But if you're watching on TV, you don't get to see the chat, but you could see this if you're on TV. Is anybody watching on their TV and can see, notice that you can read it? Okay, so Ann says on the laptop, I think it's for the TV. It's okay, people. I'm not going to leave it. I just want y'all to, I think that's what it's for, is so that you could see it on your TV. You can't read it on your phone for sure. And your laptop, it's small too, I imagine. Okay, so Starla, can you see this? Can you read it, Starla, on your TV? Is it big enough to read on your TV? Let's just have a couple of questions. And again, I do not have the butterflies. Yeah. So that's what I was wondering. I can't see it on my PC. I can see it on my PC the way I can tell a full screen and see closer. Okay. Well, I just wondered why they were doing that. Why would they do that when you have the chat? You know what I mean? All right, let me turn it off. There we go. I turned it off. Everybody can, wipe their brow and sit back down. Wipe your brow and sit back down. I need a fresh baby wipe. Still trying to get some of the matte medium off my fingers. But I don't think we're going to have the butterflies because I am on StreamYard, which is fine. From what I've seen, nobody likes the butterflies. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The leaderboard butterfly thing, where most chatters on YouTube, on the YouTube chat, they get a little butterfly, and then you can click on the butterfly and see who's chatting the most. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Kathy. But anyway, because I'm streaming on StreamYard, I don't think we'll have that issue. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get some of I might have to go try to get some fingernail polish remover. I'm trying to get as much off as I can, but it doesn't. Matte medium, when it's on your fingers, it is on your fingers. You haven't seen the butterflies? Okay. It's on everybody's streams that does like OBS. I'm not sure. Do you use StreamYard, Devin? What do you stream with? Tracy. And hi, Tracy, by the way. Let's see. Patty. Hi, Patty. Anybody else I miss coming in? Good to see you, Tracy. By the way, Leona. Hi, Leona. I'm just sitting over cleaning my fingers while I'm reading chat, guys. Get as much of the matte medium off as I can. I guess I haven't noticed how I use Prism on my phone. Okay, so maybe I don't know because it's a YouTube thing, Devin. It's a YouTube thing. The little butterflies. If you go to somebody's chat, guys, and you see those little purple butterflies, if you go to the top and you see the little butterfly, if you click on the butterfly, it'll bring up a little chat looking thing, and it tells you who's talking the most in order, 1, 2, 3, and then you'll get a little butterfly next to your name. And everybody's hating the butterflies that I've seen. I don't see them here because I'm on StreamYard. But if you stream through YouTube, you're going to see those little butterflies. Mary Autier, I did see how she turned hers. She can't turn it off for everybody, but she went in and there's a place in your settings or you can turn it off. Okay, so if you have a butterfly situation on somebody else's stream and you don't like it next to your name, you can go into your YouTube app, the settings, the live chat, and then click on turn off the whatever it's. I don't think it's called butterflies, but whatever leaderboard I think is what it's called. You can turn it off. That being said, you cannot turn it off for anybody else. So if somebody likes their butterflies, then they get to keep their butterflies. You only can turn the butterflies off for yourself. Oh, thanks, Riri. Thank you so much for the super chat. I sent you out something last week. I hope you got it. I think, yeah, it was last week. Thank you so much, Riri. I'll send you out a print. Thank you, Riri. I got my little pile over here of outgoings. So thank you. Thanks for supporting the channel, Riri. Although you send me enough books, you support my channel enough. So thank you for that as well. What did Janet say? I like the butterflies, so I know who to mute. You're so funny, Janet. Well, I don't think we're going to have them on StreamYard. So, but you are funny. Well, I do like to send out print. I'll send you a little print or something, Riri. It's no big deal, you know. But I do appreciate anybody that supports a channel with super stickers or super chat. So thank you so much. All right, so let's see. Let's see how we look in here. I think I do want to go ahead and I might want to go ahead and put the gold on just so I can see what it looks like. I got a couple wrinkles I missed, but that's all right. And I'm not going to varnish it until this sets up really well. I think sometimes if you varnish too early and not, I want this to set overnight to make sure it's 100% dry because otherwise it can leave a moisture barrier. I think it eventually dries because this is, but I want to make sure this is 100% dry before I go in and put a coat of varnish on this. Hi, Sultry. Thank you. Yeah, this is my current mixed media collage journal, and I am taking the time to edge them all in gold and varnishing them, so you can see if it's shiny, it's varnished, and I've been trying to do that every time I do a new page. Let's just flip real quick here. And I skip around so that the spine doesn't warp. So I really like this one. This one we did really quick. This was for daylight savings time. This one took a while, lemurs paint, because I painted over them. So anyway, let's go back here. I think I'll go ahead and edge them and just go ahead and edge it in gold just because I can, because I'm sitting here reading chat. So let's adjust the lighting again. Again, I know it's sometimes irritating. I have to keep changing the lighting, but if I don't, it is what it is. I want it to be a good lighting. And when you go from black to a light color, see how that changed? It just does, unless I put it on auto, and then it, like I said, it goes crazy. All right, so let's see. Um, let's just go ahead and start by edging the edge, put gold on the edges. We're going to do a giveaway here in a minute. So I just kind of go around the edges. And then I come down here. I have a little spot down here where I kind of, mash it in, pump the tip to get it to. I do have to turn on this. I try not to turn too many times, but I do have to get a straight line. And we might color on Wednesday. Maybe one of my two new books I showed earlier. We might color on Wednesday. Just kind of holding it up and kind of using the edge of the book to kind of keep it on line there. Go around the little edge. Okay, I think that's good. So you can see. All right, what else do I want to do? What gold is it, Tracy? I use a couple different ones. This is, hang on, sipping my water. This is Deco Color, and it does have a smell to it. The other one that I use is, let me see if I can. This one, the Krylon 18 karat gold gold leafing pen. They both have this one doesn't smell as much. They both have a smell because they're metallic, right? This one you can really smell, the Deco Color. This one, not the Krylon, not so much. But I just pick whatever one I grab. That's what I use. Let's see. Do the edge wear down the marker tip? Well, I mean, as much as I use them, because I also use them on my discs, my big discs that I do the collages on. I also do and those are wood. The wood wears down the tips more than the paper. It doesn't really wear it down that much on the paper, but because I use these on wood around the edges, where's that little one I just did? Where did I put it? Is it in here? Hang on. The one I kept for myself. Yeah, here it is. So I kept one for myself from last week, and I gave away 5. I did 6 last week. It's on stream last Wednesday. And so you see I varnished it and everything. So when I do the edges here with the gold, I not only do the front, I do the side, and I do the back. So I'm going around one piece of wood 3 times. Once on the front, once on the side, once on the back. So it does wear down on the wood. But if you're only going to use it on paper, it's going to take a while to wear it down. Let's see. I said how to dot. Do they bleed? No, not really. It's like an acrylic paint, So just like acrylic paint doesn't really bleed unless you got a big a big water spot or something, you know. But no, they don't bleed. Look, you can see. So, all right. Let's see here. Let me move my Tina and Cat books over here. So I got that for Janet. Y'all missed my giveaways earlier. Yeah, Cindy Daly, that's okay. A lot of people do. The chat does go quite quickly. Thank you, Janet, putting a link to the markers. And they come in silver, gold, copper. I have all the different ones. So depending on, you know, what I'm doing, what matches the best, silver, gold, or copper is what I'll edge my discs with. Let's see. Sitting here feeling all proud. You should, Janet. So here, we're going to do a giveaway here in a minute. Let me make some space and move some of the wax paper here. And I just keep my extra wax paper like under here or, you know, scratch paper and all that. All right, so let's see. What do I want to do? Do I want to put some... I kind of need to fix that. Let me get a small brush. A couple little things I need to fix where I tore the paper. Let's see. So let me get that out of the way. And get my black here. I could do a gold. I could do some watch hands coming across too. I haven't done some watch hands in a while. We could do that. So the paper's already, I need to dry because I keep opening, closing, opening, closing. It hasn't dried yet. So I can already see it cracking because I need to let that dry before I start flipping it too much. And then it'll still crack. That's why I put it in Procreate and make a print of it before it gets too cracky in the middle there. Hi, Beth. Let's see. I think I want some more gold. I think I'll get out my gold. This is almost gone. I should just go ahead and dig into the new jar and add some gold stuff around here. All right, so I think I'm just going to do that. I'll do that mountain edge with gold as well. So let's see. So we'll put some of this gold. And this is the best gold. If you want gold looking gold, it's the Kuretake, what's it called? Isn't all this one? Gold mica. Gold mica. Kuretake gold, brilliant gold ink. Gold mica. This one doesn't have it just says it in Japanese. This one has it on the front, gold mica. It's the exact same thing. It's just different label. So, all right, let's see. Where else do I want to adjust some things? I think I want some of this to be a little less. There. Maybe get rid of that. You can paint away anything you want. I'll put some gold in there. Just kind of looking it over, trying to decide. All right, so let's dry that. And let me put this in the water. Let's dry this because I don't want to drag my hand through that little bit of paint. Exactly, butterfly. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the new ink. But here, look at how bright it is. You can see it in here. Look. Isn't that just stunning? Look at that. I've already gone through this whole jar, so I'm going to open the new jar. All right, there we go. Brand new jar, Janet. Bubble. All right, now let me get a couple brushes. I want a liner brush and a small brush. Let's see. Okay, here's a liner. And then something just tiny. Maybe is that one small enough? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'll try to use this. I'll maybe use this. Let's try to use the little rubber tip thing for some different little. I just want to see if I can make some little squares here. Or does it not pick up enough? Let's just test. No, it doesn't release enough. It's got the right shape, but I don't know if it's worth. Might just do it with the brush, but I'm gonna put a couple of the little. So I'm thinking about this shape down here. You'll see when I tilt the book and you see how shiny this gold is. You'll see. Let's just go ahead and finish this little row though. I sent a couple of really good memes to Denise too. Or they're not shorts. Well, maybe a couple of them are shorts, but they're really, I mean, reels and memes. I get tickled at some of them. Some of them are really fun. Thanks, guys. Um, Hi, tell him you should be getting your Happy Meal. Did you get your Happy Meal yet? Tell him. I sent you a little pack of Bible journaling stuff. You should have it by now, or if not, maybe by today. So let me know if you got it yet. And this is a liner brush. All right, so let's see. I wonder what works best in color books. I've used this in color book. Are you talking about for gold, Tracy? I've used this. I've used liquid pearls. I've used stickles. You can use it. Here's two things to remember with using any kind of dimensional, though, like stickles or liquid pearls. One, you got to better let it dry, leave it open, let it dry overnight so that it's 100% dry, or you're going to stick two pages together. Or, like I do a lot of my pages, I take my pages out of the books so it doesn't matter. The second thing is if you leave the dimensionals in your color book, you got to remember that you're going to be coloring probably on the back and you're going to have a bump there. You're going to have dimensional bumps from whatever it is you put on this side. So that's why I usually take the pages out of the book. I'll go grab my color book notebook and show you. Just a second. Wonder what so if that's what you're talking about. Just gold like this, any of the liquid golds are fine. You just have to make sure that if you're on thin paper, it's not going to bleed through. You always test that kind of stuff in the back. Let me do this and then I got to decide what I want to if I want watch hands or not. Do I want watch hands going across? Nice, big, thick watch hands? I think I do. I think I do. So, but that'll be the last thing. So I'm just going to go in here with my liner brush, and I'm kind of far away. I really should be a little closer. And any areas that I feel like I really just want a little bit of gold, and you won't be able to see it. And the thing is when you photograph it, if you want to put your stuff on IG or whatever, unless you take an angled shot so that you can see the shine of the gold, you're not going to see the gold. So if I do any kind of gold like this, then I try to take a picture like this. See how you can't see? Let me do it this way. See the gold? You can't see that gold on a straight shot, on a straight photo. All right, let's see. I think I want to put some dots going across here. I'll show you some liquid pearls though and some gold here in a minute. Let me get this done. I want littler and littler and littler. Put gold in the middle there. And I'm just gonna kind of pick and choose. I could go over every single gold like rivet. I could go over every single rivet in the whole piece. And then it would be really cool if you're seeing it in person or at an angle. I could take a picture of it sideways too if I put this on IG today. What paper would help? Nothing. If you're talking about a color book page, Tracy, you're at the mercy of the color book. You're at the mercy of the color book. Whatever color book paper you're using or whatever's in the color book, that's what you're stuck with. Unless you make a copy. If you make a copy to color, you put it on any kind of paper you want. But again, it's really just if you keep it in the book. If you keep it in the book is when it becomes problematic. I hate that word, by the way. And I got to be careful not to stick my arm in where I've already gone here. Let's see. I've got to try. I don't like to turn things upside down on you guys, but I have to get up here. Okay. All right. Do I want anything else up here? Hang on, guys. I'm not looking at chat for a minute. Okay. Let's do a little thin line right here. All right, now I think I'm going to go ahead and do a few little dots inside the watch here, a little couple of gold. I should get out my, what do you call it, tools. Janet, my dotting tools. I'm just using the back end of my brush just to put a few extra little gold, something, something. And I think I want some right here. All right, I'll stop for now. I can keep going. I can do it later too. Do you have a video showing how you made that Japanese book folder? I don't know if there's a video on that or not. I don't remember. There should be on one of them, but I can't give you a link. You'd have to go into my altered mixed media playlist. All right, let's see here. There we go. So you can see all the gold. Oh, wait, I was going to do a gold. I think I'll do the gold. Let me dry this. I think I'll go over this gold. If I want an extra bright gold, I'll go over this gold with this gold. but this way I can get it nice and straight with the ruler. So let me just dry this. I also want to put a little highlight in her eyes. Thank you, Devin. It dries pretty fast. I'll let it sit for a minute, and then we'll do the watch hands with the ruler. So we'll do that in a minute, and I'll go get the color book with the stickles and the, what do you call it in there, the liquid pearls. And I think I'll go wash my hands too. Let me clean this brush. Don't want to ruin my liner brushes. Those easily dry out. Oh, let's see. Hi, Miriam. I have pearls and stickles. I think you did anyways, but I really need a decent gold. Well, there's the liquid pearl gold, and there's the stickle gold. This is the best, brightest gold you're going to find, but it's not dimensional. This is not dimensional at all. So, hi, Keeks. Anybody else I missed? Hang on. Let me go get the book. Hang on. I'm pretty sure that one will be one or two in my binder here. All right, let me move this to the side a minute. And I'm going to get my iPad here for a giveaway. Over there. Okay. Let's see. The paint. All right, let's see. Well, here's one with flowers. This is the Kuretake Gold, and that's just with some flowers. But again, you can't, if this is still in your book and you try to color back here, it's all lumpy and bumpy. So, you know, these are taken out of my books. All right, let's see here. All right, I'll try to get over to, oh, thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. I do try to send little thank yous out to channel supporters. Thank you so much. Am I missing anything else here? Let's see. While I walked away, thank you, Sue. Am I missing anybody? Come on, I said hi to Keeks. All right, so let me flip over to where I've used some stickles or something. All right, here's where I've used some stickles on this one. Okay. Again, it's dimensional. It's not real dimensional. I didn't leave it real puffy, but if I was trying to color on the back side of this, that would leave a texture on your page. So, you know, a lot of my pages that I do anything dimensional on them, I take out of the books. Now, that being said, when I'm using a book like this one that I'm still working on, this page here, like Moon Valley, hardback, it's all one story. I'm not going to cut these pages out, right? So I probably would not use anything dimensional on those because, you know, it'll leave a lump. Here's one that has stickles in it. I'll take a few out here. Let's see. And I've shown this book a gazillion times. I'm just kind of really looking for where I've used any kind of dimensional stuff. This one has a little bit of stickles. See? If you just used your gold, though, if you just use this, you could get that look. And I think I did use that and stickles on top of it. But you want to make sure it does the whatever paper your book has, go to the back and do a test to make sure it doesn't bleed through. You have to make sure it doesn't bleed through. Here's another one that's got some stickles on the earrings. I'm looking for some of the, she's got stickles all in her hair. See the silver stickles all in her hair? I'm looking for some of the liquid pearls. Stickles all on there. This one's got all kinds of stickles on her. See. Here's some liquid pearls. There's liquid pearls. These are actual, they're like bumps. Okay, so there's liquid pearls. All that right there. All in her hair there. See? But again, if I was going to work, now this one's on a heavier paper, but if you were going to work in the book and then you wanted to color the next page, well, of course, it's also alcohol markers, which bleed through. So you have to be aware of your supplies if you're going to keep it in the book, in a color book. Let's see here. And this is all stencil too. I add stencil like to make her look, you know, like another kind of creature. She's got all kinds of stickles on her. And then what I do is I cut them out and I mount them on black cardstock for my book. And write on the backs what book they were out of, if it's not on the front. Stickles. Then again, these pages in here are just ones that I've cut out of my books. A lot of my pages are not cut out. There's my jasmines. This one's got all kinds of stickles on that one. She's got stickles on her. Pan pastels. Pan pastel. Pan pastel. These are all pan pastel. Here, this is the one I was thinking of. She's not on black cardstock yet, but there you can see the stickles. I mean, the liquid pearls. This is the best one of my liquid pearls sample, probably. See? It looks like real pearls, doesn't it? And again, alcohol markers. A little tea bag. I put a real tea bag. This is all stenciled in the back, and that's got all kinds of stickles all over her. And a lot of them, like I make them vampires or give them cheetah. You know, that's all done. That wasn't on her. I made her into a cheetah and a vampire. So, yeah. All right. So anyway, that's some of the liquid pearls. This needs to get into a sleeve, as does this. These both need to be put in sleeves. Then some of these back here, these are just too big to fit. These are some of my Serene, and they're just too big to fit in sleeves or anything. And they are removable from the book. So these are some of my favorites. This one's not done, but you can see, look, there's the gold, the Kuretake. This one's got stickles. That one's got gold. This one's got gold. It's all the Kuretake. This is how I emptied that jar. I haven't finished her headdress yet, but she's all got gold. Her. This one's got stickles on her. And her. And again, I put the makeup on her. So I really like the way she turned out. Okay, so there we go. So now you can see some of the different things that you can use. Gold, dimensions, liquid pearls. But again, they're not in a book. Okay, so let's do our giveaway, which I'm going to give away some. If y'all missed the beginning, I bought a couple packs. I bought a couple packs of these mulberry scrap packs at Blick, and this is 2 packs of them, and there's tons in here. So what I thought I'd do is we'll do 2 US and 2 international, and I'm going to give y'all one of these napkins that Samantha gave me for Mother's Day. She gave me a whole pack of them. I'm never going to use them all. She knew that too. She's like, give them away. Do what you want. All right, let's see. Let me get some envelopes. So if y'all missed, I showed some of my giant papers that I bought too earlier. So y'all have to go back if you missed. And my book haul. I showed my magazine and book haul at the beginning too. All right, let's see here. Let's get some envelopes. I'm going to have to get me some more envelopes. I think this one should fit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let me make up some little quick packs. I just kept these in here so when somebody goes, where did you get those? I got them at Blick in these little packs here. All right, so let's make some little kit things up. I love doing the little giveaways like this. It's easy for me to, it takes me a minute to address them all and everything, but they're easy to make some quick little packs. Thank you, Devin. All right, so let's see. Let's turn the brightness back up again. Always adjusting the lighting. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to grab a stack here, and I'm just going to put, I don't know, a few sheets in each one. And let's give some of the clear ones like this would be good too for, especially if you're a collage artist. And I know not all of y'all collage. Let's see. Let's put an orange one. So we'll put a few different things in each one. Let's put a red. That one's got some designs on it. Put one of those. Some pink one. Just different colors and different pieces of paper that y'all can collage with. let's see, a piece of the black. Let's do some black. And these are all mulberry papers. I don't know if I have enough to give. I mean, I want to make sure I'd have enough 4 or 5 of those so everybody gets one of those. It's got some kind of design on it. Any more with the design? I don't know. I don't see any more with this design on it. Let's put another black one in there. There's some greens. Hang on, I'm not looking at chat. I'm doling out papers here. Doling out all different kinds of. So y'all can make ATCs with these. Speaking of which, don't forget, Janet's going to show the ATCs today on our show at 1. And she's going to show some of the next what else she's done in the chicken conspiracy book. Whatever you want to do, Angie, you're free to play if you want. Anybody can play. You just, and again, I don't share your addresses with anybody. You just have to be able to give me your address so I can send out your winnings. Trust me, Angie, Raul never stops Raul. Raul might win every time, and I ain't stopping Raul. It shouldn't stop you. I'm just saying. Let's see what else different things. Like put some of the pinks. I'm trying to get something different, and each one has something like it's kind of the same but different. Okay, that's about that's about 10 or 15 pieces in each one, plus your napkin. I think that's good. All right, now let's see what else do I want to put in here. Hang on. Okay, I know what I'll do. So I know I will not use all this. And I bought this specifically just to send a piece to Cameron because Cameron saved the bees. So I'm going to send y'all a piece of Save the Bees. Now, do you want to play, Angie? All right, terrible. These papers, I'm sharing y'all with some $15 paper here. It's some nice papers. So I'm going to give y'all each a piece of Save the Bees. Okay. There we go. What else do I want to share? Is Raul here? See, I know Raul's. He knows when to pop. He's a lurker. That's fine. I don't mind lurkers, guys, and you're welcome to play. Just because you're lurking doesn't mean you can't play. Here, this is one of my favorites. It's a nice big sheet. These are made in Nepal, and I know I will not use all this, but I love these papers, so I'm sharing a little bit. All right, let me give y'all each a piece of this. These are like hand dyed in Nepal. Okay, there we go. All right, let's put them all together with the little napkin in there and all the little papers. Make something here. You know what? I'll do one more thing in here. Hang on, I'll do one more thing. And we'll do 2 U.S., 2 international like we usually do. All right, now I will put in a postcard and an ATC, a blank. So you can have something a base, All right, so here, let's put in, I'll give you all each 2, and these are on cardstock, so I'll give you each 2 ATCs. So you can make something. Don't send it back to me. If you want to make something, send it on to somebody that you love, besides me. And then I'll give y'all each a postcard. Give y'all each a postcard to work on. There we go. All right. Give me a minute. Let's put those on the front to kind of protect the papers. All right. Is this a fun giveaway? I think it is. I like doing these little envelope giveaways. Y'all support the channel. I like to give back. All right. Hi, Hard House. Yeah, I know, Hard House. That's okay. Y'all are working. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think we did US first last time, so we'll start with international. All right, so this is how we do it. Listen to the rules. Dot, it's international first, so you're good. I tease Dot because I have to herd cats, and Dot's one of the cats I have to herd. Okay, so wait till I type in go. International only. One number only between 1 and 100. Don't move your number, change your number. Just put in a number between 1 and 100. The first two people closest to whatever, where's my iPad? Oh, it's behind me. Whatever random.org picks for us. Hang on. Let me get over there. Random. Okay, random.org. Just let it come up. Come on, I'm not a bot. All right, here we go. All right, wait till I type in go. International only. First two people closest without going over. We'll get a little collage pack. Everybody play. Angie, you play. Devin plays. Raul plays. Everybody play. Your chances of getting something is better if you play. You can't win if you don't play. There we go. International only. Okay. See, Raul plays, Terry plays, and they win quite often. So, hey, get in there. Jump on it. Okay, let me get a sip of water. So let me see. Let me announce people coming on. Janet comes on at 1 Eastern today. Kathy Berg comes on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Devin comes on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And anybody else that wants to talk up their channel as soon as we get done here. Don't talk about it until we get the numbers done. It's hard enough. But you're welcome to talk about your channels. I don't mind you talking about your channels. So, you can't put it in a link, but you can tell everybody the name of your channel, or you can tell everybody the name of your Instagram. So, all right, I'm going to count down, guys. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. First two people closest to 52 without going over. 52 without going over. All right, let me scroll back and let's see. Closest to 52 without going over. Let's see. Ann Makes had 33. Oh, Hard House got it right on. So Hard House gets one. She got it right on. Hard House had 52. And let's see, who's the next closest? Is it Ann Makes with 33? Ann Makes with 33. All right, there we go. So there's my two international winners. Sorry, Raul, but you already have a bunch of stuff coming as it is. I don't know if you're still out of town, and if your wife gets all that mail, she's going, well, I'm sure you tell her. She's like, who's this person sending you all this mail, Raul? And then, of course, I'm sending this to Janet, this little measuring device. I got that for her. And I got Tina and Cheshire Cat are getting a Daphne's Diary. They're my mods. Cheshire Cat, Tina, and Janet. I got them something over the weekend for being awesome mods. All right, now we're going to do US only. Wait for it. USA only, same rules apply, 1 to 100. My mods are the best. Just saying. Okay, so here we go. Wait till I type in go. Okay, USA only, 1 to 100. You're home, Raul? Okay, good. Hi, sister. Good to see you. Just out of you earlier? I don't think so. Maybe. Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. Teresa. Anybody else I missed coming in, going around, coming in and going out? Come on, go. There it goes. Okay. All right, y'all are on it. And again, here's our page we did today. I have not varnished it yet, but I gotta put as soon as I do as soon as we do this giveaway, I'll quickly draw in the watch hands, and then we'll be done for the day. And again, I will not be here next Monday. Next Monday, Annie, Dan, and Logan will be in town, so I will not be here next Monday. Okay, so. All right, I'm going to count down. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it goes. All right, let's pick a new number. There was the international number. Let's pick a US. 35. First two people closest to 35 without going over. Scrolling back. First two people closest to 35 without going over. All right, let me see if we get into the 30s first. Kathleen had 29. I'm looking for anybody in their 30s. Icy had 33, so it looks like it might be Icy with 33. And then who did I say had 29? Scrolling back, somebody had 29. Scrolling. Kathleen D. All right, y'all double check me. Is this correct? Kathleen D had 29 and IC had 33. Let me scroll down, see if my mods have corrected or fixed me. Yeah, IC and Kathleen. Okay, there we go. Kathleen D and IC. Y'all gonna get a pack of Collage fabulousness. And let me do my watch hands real quick and then we will go. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's see. Move my iPad. Okay. So I'm going to have my watch hands come from right here. Although it needs, well, no, we'll go from here. All right. So they're just going to go right off the page. And I'll go back over them. I'll go back over them with my Kuretake. And then I think I'll have this one go. Oh, I got to do something with her eyes. I think I'll have this one come into her watch and behind her head. I mean, into her goggles. So let's do that. Let's go right into her goggles. And then coming out behind her head. Okay. Okay. And then let's get a, where's my little, let's give her a little highlight in her eye. There we go. I think we're done, people. I think we're done. So I hope y'all enjoyed today. Hope y'all enjoyed seeing my book haul and my art supplies and doing our little giveaways and doing this collage page. If y'all have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments later. You know, we always talk here, so there's not a lot of comments. So, oh, thanks, sister. I appreciate that. All right. I guess I will head on out and we will see you at Janet's at 1, guys. Thanks, Heart House. Thanks, guys. Hi, CB, and anybody else I missed coming in. Thanks to my awesome mods, Janet, Tina, and Cheshire Cat. Thank you guys, and we will see y'all later. Bye, guys.